we're going to compare these two charts of these two persons to see whether they are compatible or not. Okay, let's assume, do some assumption first. This is a man. This is a man. This is a female. Which is we're talking about. Okay, based on the difference, we have about 10 years difference. So we're talking about relationship. Apparently this female is older than the man. So we're going to see whether this person is compatible with this in terms of marriage. So to do this, that means we are looking at the character of this person. That means palace to palace in terms of their day stem. So first thing first, we analyze the man first. The man, we look at where is their day stem? Over here, Ren. So in 1984, what is his age now? Anybody? Based on now, 2022. 38 already. So we can safely say that he is in the stage of stage 2 already. So in the stage of stage 2 is over here. Agreeable, right? So now he's in box 8. So my idea now is this. I want to see if this lady is compatible with this guy, basing on the perspective of the guy. So what we need to do is we need to find the female. The female is over here, which is Bing. Bing is over here. That means he's 1974 already. So she will be in stage 2. Bing is, where's the Bing? How can I find the Bing? Box 8. This is from her perspective. So we know that this lady is a Bing. So we need to find where is the Bing in the man. So this is the lady here. Over here, this is the lady. So here is the man. So if I just base on these two pairs, both are in harmony. Why? 2 is Earth, 8 is Earth. Both of them are okay. So, however, you must take note, this is from the perspective of the man. It doesn't mean that the female will think the same way. So in the eyes of the man, the lady is very kind of, he believes that he's compatible with this lady. There should not be any problem. So he will not create any big issue with this lady as long as they are in harmony. So here's the thing. That is based on his own perspective. If we look at the lady's perspective, it may be a different story. The guy is Ren. We need to find where is Ren. The Ren is over here. So Ren is over here. So the guy which is in box number 7. So based on palace to palace relationship, the lady is here. She is earth. The man is matter. So the lady is producing the man. So what does it really mean? That means in the lady's perspective, she always believed that she is the one that is making an effort to help this man, to make this man better, to assist him, making an effort to make good for this guy. You see, so this is basing on the perspective of this woman. So as a whole, what happened is we see both chart and see their individually what do they tell us. And from there, we will analyze based on certain conclusion is that whether this person is compatible or not. So this is how we see a person's whether they're compatible with one another. Generally, okay. But it can be very, very interesting and accurate, dangerously accurate. Why I say so is because there were a couple of cases whereby I have a friend, I have two friends actually, very good friends who are ladies, and both ladies also know one another. So what happened is this, I check this person's chart and I check this person's chart, and we get along very, very well. We can talk about anything under the sun. So the other lady also, we can talk about anything under the sun. So here's the interesting thing. These two ladies, when I'm not around, they are always quarreling, always fighting, really verbally abusing one another in front of everybody, because it's more to a specific gatherings. So they're always in conflict. So one day what happened is that I purposely go and check their chart. And I discovered that the chart of both parties, both of them clashes one another. I was like, oh my God, why is this happening? You see, because usually I don't intentionally go and check. Then from there, I was like, well, I can talk to this person very well. We can communicate with this person very well. So both of them should be in same harmony and frequency. We should be under the same language, same wavelength. But it seems that behind the scene, they're always, fighting with one another. So I just don't understand. So after really going through their details, I see, so it's because of both of their chart clashes. And because their clashes are so severe, one of them left the group. And then, of course, after leaving, this problem would not be there, because end of the day, everybody would no longer have a chance to meet one another, you see. So all this will be actually quite interesting to understand that why this is happening. And even sometimes before we even think that it will happen, we just see it first. Okay, this person is good with me, based on my chart, and the other person is good with me also. So under normal situation, we should be able to get along pretty well. But let's say if we were to able to see there's a potential clash, maybe I clash with her or she clash with me, then we have to be a bit more mindful is that, are we going to come together to do something, especially marriage? If the marriage is going to be clashing one another, I will strongly suggest do not even get married. In fact, in this case, I seriously, I don't even have to look at their partner box. See, both of them, I have their partner box. If you look at that, both of them are hurting one another, but I don't care about it. I will look at purely in the character itself. Both of them, if they are clashing on one another, I'm sorry to say, 90% of the case, you all will have issues. You'll have challenges. Either he will create problem for the other person, or the other person will create problem for the other person. So it's going to be very, very situational. So that is how we see a person's compatibility. But ultimately, there's still a step 3. Step 3 whereby, even though if both of them are understanding that, okay, there's potential clash, not this case, but generally